Dear participants, we are pleased to present the results of the research Video Integration as an Instructional Strategy in Teaching English to Non-Linguistic Students by Natalia Zaitseva, Svetlana Simonenko, Margarita Vinogradova and Katerina Osaccia. The search for adequate tools, forms, methods and approaches of training specialists to be in different fields of knowledge and their further adaptation and implementation into the educational process have been the main challenges for educators for many decades. The COVID-19 pandemic outbreak and military actions in the territory of Ukraine have significantly transformed the educational process. New circumstances of being under isolation during the pandemic, being under occupation in certain territories of Ukraine, residing in remote locations which seem to be safe for living, have impacted on teaching and learning, so that implementation of all the suitable tools, techniques and technologies can assist teachers and students in coping with pandemic challenges and overcoming the ordeals of the war months. Instructors and lecturers had to accommodate themselves to new circumstances, arising psychological problems and technical issues, lack or even absence of personal interaction within education. Large-scale courses, syllabi and separate topics had to be adapted to the online teaching mode in order to maintain contact, which has been so much demanded by most and indispensable to many students. And video using can be of great significance in online foreign language learning, so the main points of our report are application of video in teaching and learning, application of video in foreign language teaching, practical aspects of using video in general English, business English and English for specific purposes, online courses, and creating videos. Expansion of information and communication technologies has substantially changed comprehension and practical implementation of using videos in classrooms, as videos in their initial form transformed dramatically. Advances in technology have influenced the easiness of finding suitable sources in the internet, the quality of videos, their types, the possibility of making own video products and distributing these products further in the net, options of adding extra effects to the video, etc. In modern pedagogical sources, researchers even distinguish between using video, making video, and communicating through video. Generally, researchers define pedagogical, psychological, linguistic, paralinguistic, cognitive, intercultural, and technological advances of using video in classrooms. The main advantage of video is its possibility to present visual information that is difficult to convey in other ways. Application of video provides a sense of being there, and what is more, the place of presence can be both real locations and fictitious ones. Videos have numerous benefits for learning. They capture students' attention, focus their concentration, stimulate students' interest, create a sense of anticipation, develop corresponding rapport, promote students' imagination, enhance attitudes toward content and learning, build a connection with other students and instructor, boost memory of content, enrich comprehension, foster creativity, create memorable images. Also, videos have great impact on the development of the 21st century skills, increasing motivation to create their own product, promote their intercultural understanding, develop social and emotional skills, and improve their digital and multimedia literacy. Implementing video in English classes enhances not only the language aspect. It is impossible to ensure training live communication and spontaneity in verbal reaction without taking into consideration the human factor, like confused articulation, humor, the set of language varieties which is native to certain territory, for instance, American English. Watching foreign language videos helps learners get used to subtle language distinction and benefit from presence of communicative means variety, like body language or behavior trends. Video spots are efficient information source for linguistic and cultural study, ESP and business English learners. Narrative videos, included into prominent publishers' English coursebooks, correspond completely with the educational goals of each unit to inform, to engage, to perceive, and are elaborate, strictly structured, and professionally performed. Authentic videos are, for example, corporate videos, travel blogs, experiment filming, documentaries, etc. The general English coursebooks, like Navigate, published by Oxford University Press, have a specific videos section in each unit. The main attractiveness of these videos for learners are video characters, real artists, writers, Olympiad champions, fashion designers, as well places introduced, but originally filmed and presented through effective stories, museums, or unusual objects or medieval mansions in the countryside. Another type of video successfully used in English language teaching is a vox pop, an on-the-street intercept interview dedicated to investigate public opinion towards widely known topics. The vox pop videos are usually watched twice and accompany with prediction and comprehension tasks. In the ESP courses, videos are the most important visual means due to their ability to demonstrate the process with all its stages, the transformation, the progress of events, the route. For example, it is gripping for students majoring in engineering to see the car assembly manufacturing process in the Ferrari factory, or a comprehensive tutorial animation about how an engine functions with English voice-over. Promotional videos from well-known enterprises are of great value. Watching a video is also the best way to inculcate the crucial soft skills in graduate students within business English courses. Watching both prescripted and authentic video enhances developing critical thinking, multiculturalism, tolerance, fair-mindedness, and media literacy. Doing accompanying comprehensive tasks develops creativity, communication, and collaboration skills. One of the resources that enables the implementation and practice of their educational technologies is TED Talks. TED, Technology Entertainment Design, is a non-profit foundation from the USA that holds conferences several times a year. The keynote speakers at TED are outstanding personalities of our time, visionaries having foresight of the trends in their spheres, leaders in their own fields, from engineering to the psychology of self-development. Another well-demanded video resource is YouTube. This video sharing service includes all the features of a video hosting platform with the possibilities of commenting and sharing for the viewers, as well as easy operating for educators who upload videos on YouTube on their channels. FluentU is a language learning platform which uses real-world videos, interactive subtitles, dictionary, short sections of video looping, a built-in vocabulary repetition tool, and the built-in flashcard system to create an immersive learning experience. We have examined how the information format influenced on the comprehension level and the student's ability to analyze and reproduce the content. The non-linguistic students of the second year were given a test in general English. The students had to process the information and to do the follow-up tasks in their worksheets. The experimental group has processed the information through watching a video. The control group has performed the task through reading the transcript of the mentioned above video. Thus, the skills in different language activities, reading and listening, have been tested by means of the same content in two formats. The same worksheet has included the tasks checking students' ability to understand and to use the words and grammar structures from the narration as well as the story, in video format and in printed format understanding. The test results have demonstrated that the format differences influence the understanding. The students of the experimental group demonstrated the high level of the comprehension of spoken language and have had 95% of correct answers in content-related tasks and had the average result 83% of correct answers in the use of English section of the test. The students of the control group have read the transcript and have got in average 87% of correct answers about the plot. The control group students have used the printed text to support their skills in the usage of the vocabulary as well as of grammar structures and have scored in average 94% in the use of English section in the worksheet. At the beginning of the course, 64% of all students have agreed to test their listening and speaking skills with the optional film discussion. 27 students, 87% of all the students who have taken part in the second optional section, have been graded good and excellent. Within the exit exam, the listening aspect has been tested again through the videos similar to the ones demonstrated in the mentioned above entry evaluation. The vocation-related short films, but with a B2 proficiency level, have been selected for the demonstration. Again, the obligatory and the optional tasks have been prepared. At the end of the course, all 48 students have decided to have a detailed conversation about the watched videos with their English teachers. 92% of the speakers in the optional discussion have been graded good and excellent. Thus, all 48 students have felt being able to speak freely about the viewed videos, represent, discuss them and give their personal opinion on the short films. Only 4 students have been graded satisfactory for their ability to comprehend B2 level texts by listening and to scrutinize the short film within the discussion with their teacher and to review the plot independently. Under the war conditions, Ukrainian teachers try to maintain unbroken and ongoing education process. In order to provide all the students, regardless of their access to online conferences with the study material explanation, the English teachers support the on-demand learning mode. In that way, students can learn through watching a video regardless of time zones, limited access to high-speed internet, or sharing technology resources with their family or roommates in their households. There are 4 result-oriented types of educational videos used by the English teachers of the Department of Foreign Languages: online conference recordings, micro videos, tutorial videos, and screencasts. Narrated video recordings of a computer screen are not commonly used by English teachers. Nevertheless, it appeared to be the most appropriate video type for demonstrating presence marking procedure, uploading homework files, and accomplishing test strategies for undergraduates who have not used the Moodle platform before. Here you can see an example of narrated screencast. Integration of video materials helps non-linguistic students develop practice of effective comprehension by listening and the following skills: listening comprehensions of coherent English for specific purposes, independent vocabulary expansion, ability to acquire new lexical units and constructions and to transfer them from passive recognition into active vocabulary usage, understanding grammatical deviations in an authentic spoken narration, grasp of the international peculiarities as well as pronunciation differences, perception by listening of different variants of the English language, British, American, Australian English, especially when the pronunciation is strongly influenced by the native language of the speaker. Integration of video of a specific type in teaching English to non-linguistic students ensures achieving educational goals in general English, ESP and business English. It enhances students' perception by listening, training, live communication and spontaneity in verbal reactions. Watching authentic videos and documentaries is an inevitable means in social and emotional learning, in content-based instruction and in the 21st century English classroom methodology. Integration and making an educational video themselves are ways to maintain unbroken and ongoing education process, support the on-demand learning mode under work conditions, to achieve the most successful learning outcomes, to deliver follow-up feedback and error analysis, to provide communicative channel as powerful support for students experience emotional detachment from their usual learning environment. Thank you for your attention.